How you doing? How is your day going? My day is going pretty damn well. Urska, how's your day going?
Oh, you pronounced that name totally interestingly.
Was it wrong? Was it wrong?
Urska.
Urska. The lady's name is Ushka. My name is Joey B. Don't pay attention to me. I'm all over the place today. I am the owner of Blind Knowledge. Check out Blind Knowledge. It is the spot. That is how we got 23 active podcasts, over 100,000 reach on Twitter. Amazing stuff. If you're interested in content creation, if you're interested in I don't know, podcasting, hit us up at blindknowledge.com. We also offer services, and now we sell t shirts. Pretty effing cool. And my guest here is not in the United States of America. She is in Slovenia,
Yes, that is exactly right.
which is pretty badass if you ask me.
Yeah, until you visit the country and see that there's nothing here.
There's nothing there. You're there.
Oh, okay. For some reason, the Japanese people are really excited when they see the city.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know why. The rest of the people are, well, maybe they're just not honest. Because the rest of the foreign population is like, dude, there's nothing to do here. And I'm like, I know. It's a perfect place to retire.
So, tell the audience a little bit about yourself, just off the cuff. Like, what do you do? What's your motivating goal? What's good in your life?
So, I think because I'm not like, no one knows me, do you think they give a fuck? I mean, I'm going to say it anyway, but
I think they might. I think they might. I think they
okay.
might be like, who's this blonde angel from
Okay.
Slovenia right here?
Yeah, I don't think anyone is saying that, dude.
Maybe not.
But so, what do I, okay, so I'm a real estate agent and I also have a podcast and I'm going to be I'm going to join the team soon, probably, right?
Yes. Yep. You're
Yeah.
coming on to Blind Knowledge, coming onto the label. It's pretty exciting.
Yeah. I am a weird person. I wouldn't necessarily say weird hobbies, but like I fly a plane and I shoot. I like guns and I do martial arts
Really?
and yeah, and I like to travel to dangerous cities basically. Like you know how I choose like the city that I'm gonna travel in.
No, how do you
i
do it?
google i google places not to visit and then I choose from the list, and I'm
I
serious.
see. I don't have the balls to do that. How do you work up the chutzpah to even do that?
I would say it's a lack of. I need constant stimulation in my life. I'm one of those.
Hmm.
Those people that you do something for a while and it becomes boring, and you're just looking for the next, let's say, like the next hit.
A
The
little bit
next
of
like, wow,
adrenaline.
that's that. Yeah, that would be a huge adrenaline pump. So I'm one of those. Jordan Belfort was actually one of those as well, like the real person, not the one played in the Wolf of Wall Street, but the
Yeah,
real
yeah.
one.
The Wolf, the actual Wolf
The
of Wall
Wolf. Yeah,
Street.
the
Yeah.
actual one. Yeah, he was like that. So are you like that? You're not like that.
It depends. Like I do like to do things off the cuff. I like to travel when I can.
Okay.
Um, I'm not like a big, fly a plane, shoot a gun kind of dude. I'm more of like, play football, um, and like just hang out with the boys and the women, of course. Um, but no, I'm more of a homebody. I kind of just stay safe and sound in my area for sure.
I
But
see
maybe
it.
that'll change. Maybe that's on me. Maybe I need to like get out of my own shell,
No,
you
I
know?
don't think so. I don't think so. I think a lot of people think that. Like, I need some excitement in my life, but yeah, maybe, but tone it down because some people are like cats, like the cat is totally happy in the apartment and they don't like it when you bring them outside of their home, right? They
Hmm,
get anxious and stuff. So
that's
maybe
true.
I would be very careful if you are that type of person. You don't
Well,
have to spice something up
I
just for
mean,
the
I'll
sake
say
of
this.
spicing it up.
I'll say this. I mean, I moved my ass 2,500 miles away from everything I know.
Hmm.
I'm in a whole different state in a whole different area doing a whole different thing. So I found some balls there to do that. Um, Just over the years, like I'm 37 now. I'm not as like instinctual, not instinctual, but I'm not as like ready to go jump and go do something.
Mm.
I'm more ready to like break out my guitar and write a song or record a promo, or like I'm very fixated on this work, this gig, this blind knowledge thing of making it happen and making it work. And I'm basically a workaholic at this point. But what I've learned is that you got to leave your apartment at least once a day. You got to get away from the screen at least a few hours a day because you will become the computer. Your ass will be so flat, you won't be able to move. And like, you will literally just like, it's not healthy. And this is stuff I've learned over the last 2 years because I zone the fuck in. Like, I am in. And I don't know if it's because I have like this IQ of like a zillion, which I probably don't, but it is a high IQ. But I don't know if it's my education. I don't know if it's just the chip on my shoulder that is on fire. I don't know what it is. I just have this no quit, no bullshit attitude and I just want to see blind knowledge succeed for myself and everybody.
Hmm. Do you ever feel burned out, like overworked?
Yeah, usually about every 2 weeks. Yeah.
Ooh, see, that's not help. There's this
That's
thing
terrible.
called toxic productivity,
Really.
and it is real. Your body keeps the score, and then after a while it comes back, like a boomerang. It has like a vodka type of effect. It gets you.
Yeah.
And I used to be like, a little while ago, I used to be like a go-getter. Every day is you go to war every day. And
Yeah,
I used to listen to,
100%. Yeah,
yeah, I
yeah,
used to
yeah.
listen to Tony Robbins, and people like that. And but then, you know, I when I was listening to Tony Robbins, and he's literally screaming at you, do it, even if you're tired, do it, do it. And I asked
Yeah.
myself, does that sound healthy? It does not
It's
sound
not.
healthy. And I've
It's
been
not.
burned out before. I'm actually a little bit burned out now. Like, I'm at the limit. So
Yeah.
tomorrow or day after, I'm gonna just take a day off, because what the fuck. And I lose my creativity when I'm burned out. When there's all this stuff happening, I'm not, having a rest and not working is sometimes a very good business decision,
I'm
right?
learning that. I'm learning
Yeah.
that like, it's like, okay, full stop.
Yeah.
Everything stops. I'm going to the beach. I'm gonna use my right brain and go play my guitar, or just chill and just like not be so hi-fi with like the phone and the computer and like just the madness, the emails, like, because this gig, it doesn't stop.
Yeah.
It doesn't stop.
Yeah.
You go from social media to doing podcasts to doing
Hmm.
recruiting emails to doing recruiting Zooms to having
Yeah.
people hit you up, and then you got to figure out if there's scams or not. And then you're making up lists of topics that you got to come
Yeah.
up with. And I have a whiteboard
Yeah.
full of things that I got to get done. The thing is like, I'm an entrepreneur, and I have a team in blind knowledge that does their own thing. Right now, we don't have any actual employees just yet, and
Mm.
hopefully that's going to change over time. And I think it will change once we start having, people like yourself on, people with higher numbers, with more downloads, people that are really into this shit, that really want to succeed and really want to see it as a side hustle, want to monetize
Yeah.
their stuff.
Yeah.
I think with more of that kind of approach, we're going to be able to sell some ads. We're going to get some really cool opportunities funding wise. And I'll be able to actually maybe take a vacation, which would be pretty damn cool. And maybe we can all kind of meet somewhere in like the middle. We can meet in like Aruba or something like that.
I'll probably be in Lagos or something like that. I'll be in some
Okay.
fucking
We'll go
Pyongyang or
there.
something like that.
We'll fucking
Oh,
go
hey,
there.
hey, if you want to, I'm gonna be waiting.
See, for
You know,
me,
it's
yeah, I'm down. I'm down for that for sure.
and I feel you with the entrepreneurship. I've never worked a 9 to 5 job. I don't have a working day in my life. I've always been something outside of the box, and it's tough. It's because a lot of
It is.
people need that safety,
And
They
that,
need to know that the money
yeah,
is going to be there next month, you know.
it's a
And
scary fucking thing
yeah,
when it's not.
and they don't care how things get done. Just show
Yeah.
me what to do. I'm gonna show up and I'm gonna do it. And sometimes I'm gonna have fun doing it. Now it's gonna be you who tells me when to do it and how long, but nevertheless, I don't have any responsibilities because that's on your shoulders. I've always valued freedom more than safety. Always. And I've learned how to live in this era of uncertainty, not know what's going to happen. Am I going to get a client? You know, is that going to work out? Like, what's it going to be? You know, and you have to train your mind to live in this situation.
Let
And
me
I
ask you something.
personally, you
Yeah,
have to
go
be
ahead.
someone who's okay with chaos, basically.
Yeah, no, and I live in chaos. I always have, which is fine. It's controlled chaos, is what I
Yeah, it's
consider it.
control. That's
How
right.
do you
That's right.
how do you deal with that? Where it's like, all right, you didn't sell a house yet. You have the leads coming, but you don't know if you're gonna get the sale, and you don't know if the leads are gonna come through, and you don't know what's gonna happen. Like, how do you freak? You ever freak out?
I don't freak out because I'm the type of person who, because like I've lost everything before, right? Like I'm
Oh,
only 28, but I feel like I've been through so much. You know, I've been through like every type of issue you can think of. I've bankrupted a company. I've been like I've did so much, man. And up until this point, I feel like interesting. I feel like
thank you, Amy.
there's nothing that would necessarily surprise me anymore because I know what it's like to have everything and then in 2 days have nothing, right? So
Wow.
I don't really think about it. And I'll tell you what helps, really. And to any entrepreneur out there, what helps is at the end of the day, you ask yourself, did I do everything that I could to run this business and to, like, am I trying? Did I try hard enough? If
Mm.
the answer is yes, the rest of it doesn't matter. It does not matter. Trust me, it does not matter. You did enough, and that's what you could do, and that's it, and that's done. Finish the story. It is what it is,
It is what
right?
it is. Sure.
And if the answer is no, then you can work on that, right? And it's easier to work on that because it's a lot simpler when something is wrong but you could fix it, right? If
Mhm.
something's wrong but you cannot fix it, now you have a problem, right?
Yeah.
So ask yourself that, right? And I did everything I could. I made cold calls. I don't know, fucking door knocking. I worked hard. I did all that stuff. I did it.
You
Like
got out of bed?
my part is done. Like that.
Yeah,
Because you
yeah.
have to have a deal with the universe. Universe, I did my part. Do it.
That's fair. And sometimes me and the universe, we butt heads. And sometimes we flow and we vibe, and sometimes I want to push it. I want to push the universe with
Yeah.
me and
Yeah.
ride it like a horse, and it doesn't work like that.
Yeah. Yeah.
It doesn't
Yeah.
work like that. If anything, I'm the tiger, and the universe is just the jungle,
Yeah.
and the jungle
Mhm.
makes its own rules.
Yeah. Yeah.
And we're just trying to survive in this jungle. Um, it's great to hear that you say that. It's good to hear that perspective, even from someone that's fucking 5,000 miles away. That we experience the same things, the same
Yeah, yeah,
stressors.
yeah. I really connect with people who are entrepreneurs. I really do. I feel like I don't know, maybe we're crazy a little bit.
Oh, you got to be a little tapped to do it. I mean, for me, like I worked for 7 years. I worked at a very large insurance company. I had an 8 to 4:30. I have a pension. I
Mm,
had a 401k. I had five
yeah,
weeks vacation. I had everything was just all I had to do was show up and be on time, and that's all I had to do. And it was the worst fucking experience of my life, and all I wanted to do was anything else, and I wanted to do something worthwhile, and I wanted to do
yeah,
and that's why I ended up here, is I wanted to make some kind of difference, maybe not in the world, but just at least in my own life, where it was beneficial and I felt like I was doing something positive for myself and like for the community, and for others, and like using my talents in an artistic way rather than being just another number in a cube.
Right, right. Also, the goal is at some point to only be doing what you really, really love to do, right? I
Right.
think like if you have anything in your head, that should be your goal.
And that's where
And
I'm at, dude. Is that's what I'm
hell
doing
yeah,
every single day.
hell yeah,
Is doing that and trying to survive to the next day so I can continue doing that.
yeah.
And there's valleys and there's crazy mountains and there's roller coaster rides on this ride, um, and it's fucking awesome. And I don't know what else I would do without it. It took a lot of guts for me to do this, in the first place. To say, okay, here's what's gonna happen. I'm just gonna go for it and just like learn as I go and take my experiences and just trust myself and trust the universe and trust others. And
Yeah.
even with all the mistakes that I've made, because I made a lot of them, um, we're still here. We're still doing the damn thing. Blind knowledge is still pumping, and we're getting better and better. And now you're joining, which is fucking awesome. I'm pumped. I can't tell you how excited I am because your content is edgy.
It is. It is because,
Yeah.
and most of my audience is from United States. Some of it is from Canada. I don't have any Slovenian listeners, I don't think. I don't think a lot of people even know I have a podcast.
We're gonna
So
have to change that. We're gonna have to market to the to the home crowd a little
no,
bit.
no, dude. They don't even care, man. Besides, I don't even have any friends, so nobody's gonna check it out anyway.
All my
But
friends are on digital cameras right now. Anyway, I hear you. I hear you.
yeah, yeah, dude, I'm really weird. And I'm the type that like.
You're not alone. You're
Are
not
you one of
alone.
those people? Are you also one of those people that like goes to movies alone? I do that.
I did that once.
Okay.
I did that once, and it was awesome actually. Once I went up and did it, I was cool with it. I didn't really
Yeah.
mind. I was something I never would have done when I was younger. Like I'm a very social butterfly. Like I like to hang out with people in person. I like human contact, and
Hmm.
I do better that way. And now in 2023, like the new way to communicate with everyone is video chat and like Bigo and TikTok, and everything's on phones, and there's not a lot of that human one-to-one contact where you look at a person in the eyes,
Yeah.
and you have that
Yeah.
vibe, and you can,
Yeah.
I mean, you can smell a girl's pheromones. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
there's not a lot of that right now. So I kind of struggle with that a little, but I hide it. I think I try to hide it very well because it's like, well, if this is the way it is, then this is what we're gonna do, and we're just gonna ride with it. And sometimes I wish I was like 22 again at this point in my life with this new technology and all this podcasting stuff, because when I was 22, I was on internet radio and I was doing college radio and I was in bands, and like then I stopped all that stuff for like 10 years. That's when,
Interesting.
yeah, that's kind of the biggest reason. Once I got my mind straight and my life straightened out and figured out that I'm not a cube kind of person, and I saved up a little bit of money, um just so I have a net, you know what I mean? Because I'm bootstrapping this project basically. And
Yeah.
by
Pretty
the
much.
way,
Yeah. Yeah.
funders,
Yeah.
VC capitalist, definitely hit us up at blindknowledge.com if you want to get in on the investment game. Um, but yeah, no, just going for it and just saying, screw it. Because if it doesn't work, even if I go bankrupt and if it doesn't work out, at least I fucking tried.
Yeah. Exactly. Exactly. Yeah.
At least I
Yeah.
fucking
Yeah.
gave it a go. At the end
Yeah.
of the day, like I've been in situations where honestly, like I shouldn't have been in those situations. Like I shouldn't have been in jobs like that I hated, or waking up every morning having to go to work where you just fucking hate it. It's
This
like,
is actually this is something this is my worst nightmare, being in this rat race. They call it a rat race,
it
right?
is
You go
exactly.
up, you wake up and you work all day and then you get home and you have dinner and then you go to bed and then it's off to work again tomorrow and
Yeah.
then all you do is you live for that 1 week every 6 months where you can take a vacay,
Right.
right?
And yeah, you end up
This is
drinking yourself to fucking sleep is what
and that
happens.
also, yeah, exactly. So
You know?
that's not, no, no. And and now I'm making good money, I this month actually made 11K, 11 grand. It's not bad money at all,
Ooh.
but it's better when you have that money in your bank, and
Oh
I also
yeah.
have a trading account and I have someone who trades for me, right?
Good.
So
Yeah.
when
So
you
you're
have
on
some
top of that.
passive
Yeah.
income, and of course the goal is to have as much of that so that I don't have to work ever again, right?
Of
Like
course.
that's the dream.
That's
But
all of our dreams and goals. Yeah.
that's the dream. But also I'm more happy when I have money, and I'm more
Sure.
friendly with people,
Same.
because you don't have
Same.
that anxiety in you. It's not,
It's a
people
bad
can feel
place
it.
to be. It's a bad
Yeah,
place to be when your bank account is negative and
yeah,
you're not sure where the hell it's going to come from. And I was there last year and it's like, holy shit. And somehow, thank whoever above that's looking down on me, I kind of scrap through it. I find ways.
yeah,
I swear, like maybe it's just the way I grew up. Maybe it's the family. Maybe it's the education. Maybe it's just the chip on my shoulder that's really on fire.
yeah.
That says, Joe, don't ever quit. Don't ever listen to anybody. I was listening to some advice from my aunt. She's not doing so well. And
Hmm.
great aunt. And she told me this. She said, Joe, don't listen to anybody but yourself and God. That's it.
That's the
Trust
best
yourself.
advice ever. The best
Trust
advice
yourself and
ever.
trust
Yeah,
God. Don't
yeah,
listen to anybody else at this point in your life. Go for it. She was like, you're intelligent, you're smart. Like giving me some really good feedback because I can be kind of hard on myself. Very, I'm my own worst critic. I get in my own way. And if I don't have people around me to give me that positive jump, then I kind of sink, if that makes sense.
yeah.
But that's when she told me that, I was like, you know what? Fuck it. She's right. She's right. She's right because there's no one else to listen to. There isn't. I'll follow the laws and the terms and agreements and all that bullshit and the legal stuff and the laws and I'll listen to people's opinions, but at the end of the day, I'm gonna make my own way.
Yeah, yeah. That's why it's important to have a morning routine, I actually pray every morning.
You pray really?
Yeah. I meditate and then I pray. And I mean, a prayer is not cliche, it's just me talking
No?
to the universe,
You're
you know?
talking to the universe,
Talking
absolutely.
to the
Whatever it
universe.
is that you believe in.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm a theist. What a theist is there's an atheist who doesn't believe in anything, but a theist is someone who believes in something.
In universe. Yeah, there you go.
The universe, in
Yeah.
spirits, in afterlife, in whatever it may, in the vibe,
Yeah.
whatever it may be.
Yeah.
Believe in something. There's something going on that's way over ahead of me. It's like the jungle metaphor. Um, Yeah, that's pretty cool. So you wake up and you pray and you meditate. So that's how you start your day, like on a Zen kind of vibe.
Exactly. And meditation actually, after a while of doing that, I noticed that the meditation lasts through the whole day. Because my whole
Really?
time, yes, I'm in a calm state. It's almost as if things that are happening, I kind of see it from like a third person. You know what I mean? When you
Sure.
kind of zone out and you're like, oh, okay, I
Yeah,
have
you
a
see it
meeting. I'm
from
at
the
a meeting.
outside.
Okay, yeah. And you notice some things and you're very creative and your breathing is slower. And number one way to check how anxious or calm someone is watch them eat. Watch how they eat.
How so?
The faster they eat, the more anxious of a person they are. As I started doing that, I started
Wow.
eating very slow.
I'm gonna slow
Very,
down.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
I tend to be a bit anxious sometimes because when things pump up, I'm always like, all right, I gotta go faster. I gotta go more. I gotta go like I
Yeah,
gotta go. To the point where I'm drinking caffeine and I'm taking Adderall and I'm going and I'm going. It's just
mm,
crazy. It's like whoa.
yeah, yeah.
But and I'm slow. I gotta. You're right. And I'm glad we had this conversation because I used to be so much more zenny. I used to
Hmm.
just like smoke blunts and just be chill and just like go to the beach.
Yes.
Not that
Yes.
substances really matter, but
Yeah.
I used to be a little more in tune. And right now in my life, to be honest, I don't know. I don't know if I'm scared. I don't know if I'm like fucking pissed. I don't know if I'm just like comatose almost.
Mhm.
I'm just like I'm
Mm.
just go go go. I have to figure everything out in the world, in my
Yeah.
world.
Yeah.
God help us all, kind of
A
thing.
lot of and a lot of people are like that, especially the entrepreneurs. Uh, it's hard to let things go, no,
It
because
is.
you want to have them under control.
Yeah, and I'm a
Mm.
perfectionist,
Mm.
and
Yeah.
it's
Well, that
not.
doesn't help.
It doesn't help. No. You know what
Nope.
always helps me? Women.
Oh yeah.
Women. The advice of women. Yeah.
Huh.
Because I don't know why. I think it's maybe because I went to an all boys school, or maybe it's just because my mom is a rock star. I don't know what it is. She's always had my back. She's always in my corner. And she's a badass woman. Shout out
How
to Mumsy
much?
B.
How much time do you spend with her?
She lives 2,500 miles away. Um, she was down here for a few weeks, so I got to see her a bunch, which was great. It was like some of the best parts of my day. I would leave this madness,
Mm-hmm.
my computer, my green screen, and my cell phone, and my emails, and all the shit, and which I love, but it's madness. And I would just go and hang with her and smoke some cigarettes, or just we would drink some
Mm.
waters, or go for a walk, or we would just talk, and she gets me, and
Yeah.
like I would be able to breathe.
Yeah, dude. Fuck yeah. I schedule every Sunday for family only. Oh, we're gonna have more views. Just share it to your Facebook or I
Yo,
don't know,
share it out.
OnlyFans or
Thank
what
you,
you guys have.
Maestro. Thank you so much.
Um, I schedule my time with my family. Sundays are family only.
Sunday
That's
family
the new
day.
thing that I implemented. Family only. Don't bother me. Fuck you. And I have
I love that.
Sunday lunch. It really, when you sit down with your family, and by family I mean my stepdad and my mother, because those are the only two people I have. But
Hey,
anyway,
family's
hey, it,
family.
it counts. It counts. Um,
Sure.
you sit down and you talk and you watch a movie together and you go for a walk. Like, that's Sunday. Why you have to have, because I used to have the mentality, okay, but Sunday, okay, if I work every Sunday, that's 600 hours per year that I can work. That's going to add in some results, right? No. You know what? No.
You need
Sundays
that
are
day.
off.
You need that day.
Sundays are off, man.
We used to have that in my family too when I was growing up. Was Sundays was family day. We would all go to like my grandfather's house where the pool was, and like my aunts and uncles would come in and out, and there would just be a big Irish family. Aunts and uncles. I got seven aunts and uncles, 12 cousins. Like there's a lot of us, and we would all just kind of vibe. Like we would read
Mm,
magazines and just talk and watch
yeah.
the baseball game, and just like very chill stuff, very low key, lo fi, no stress, a lot of laughing, you know, just
Yeah.
like loving
Yeah.
kind of
Yeah.
atmosphere where it's almost like a recharge.
It is a recharge. That's why I said it's a very good business decision. Sometimes I practice this thing called intentional laziness. So what I would do is, every once in a while, I will, well, pretty often now, but it's interesting because now I do it more often and I'm just productive as I was before. But anyway, intentional laziness. So what I will do is I will let everything go and I will watch TV series like for maybe like 3 hours,
It's so hard. It's so
have a
hard to do that.
popcorn, man, meditate, watch TV series, have lunch, go for a walk. It is what it is, and you put your phone on off. Whatever it is, it can wait. Now you don't do that every day, right?
Yeah, yeah,
And you couldn't because you would get crazy doing that anyway. But
yeah,
quite often I do it and it works. And I do everything that I plan on doing. Plus, I have more energy because I'm happier, because I
so you
have
find
life.
yeah, so you find that helps your day to day.
Yes, yes, absolutely. I'm way more creative, way more energized when I get back. it's a recharging practice. You need it.
Yeah, no, definitely. And I'm learning that too. Like, I'm really close to the beach. So now I'm going to the beach and I just walk. I do a
Yeah,
lot of
dude.
walking now because when I started this thing 2 years ago, there was points where like I was so into it and doing everything so fast. Like I would work for days and days and
Mm.
days and like not sleep, not eat, not talk to
Oh,
anyone out loud. Like there would be problems that I have to solve in my own head, and I'm like trying to write things down places, and like led to a fucking nervous breakdown. I was
yeah,
like, I
yeah,
totally shut down, and just like I burnt out for like a month or two, I think, and
yeah,
like saw a therapist
mm,
and like was like,
yeah,
what the hell's going on with me?
yeah.
Um,
After
and
a
I
while,
learned that you got to have these healthy habits. You have to.
absolutely. After a while, if you're not paying attention to what you should be doing, the body just takes it. You know. After a while, like
my,
it
my body
forces you.
just my body just eventually it does shut down. Like I
Yeah,
just hit
yeah.
my bed and I slept for 3 days at one point.
Hmm.
And it's like
Yeah.
I woke up, and this is recently. I woke up and it was, I think I went to bed on a Sunday and I woke up on a Tuesday or a Wednesday. I
Whoa.
I swear to God,
Whoa.
yeah, I know. I was
Wow.
like, what the fuck? Like,
And I think,
whoa.
and also like
It
that's a
scared the
major.
shit out of me.
I think that's a major burnout. I
Yeah,
think a lot of people have these mini burnouts where they're not feeling okay, but they're not really sure what it is, because
right.
they don't necessarily think they overworked themselves, right? But I think that the definition of a burnout, like how to know if you overworked, is if you feel the same the next day. Because let's say you worked hard the whole day and you feel tired, right? And you go to bed and you sleep and then you wake up and you're energized again,
Yeah,
you're not outworking yourself.
right.
You're fine. You're fine. And we have different tolerances, right? But if you wake up and still that feeling is there, that's how you need to know. You need to slow the fuck down. Okay, let's restart.
Because it's
Okay.
exhaustion.
You need to
Yeah,
charge your car so that it can continue.
you're right.
No?
You're absolutely right. Because if you don't charge the car, if you don't charge the body
Yeah.
breaks down. And it's
Yeah.
like my body um my body broke down hard last summer where I literally
Mm.
sought help,
Yeah.
like in a mental health wise. I was like, something's wrong, something's off here. Like I
Mm.
was all fucked
Mm.
up. And thank God I did that. And don't ever be ashamed, anyone out there, for doing that. I'll tell you all about it sometime on my show. It's a hoot. And it's it was my own fault. It was self-driven because I didn't know when to stop. I
Yeah.
still don't sometimes. I don't know when to just give up, or just not give up, but just like take my foot off the gas. Like, but before, like a year ago, I didn't know when to stop. Like I thought this was like school almost, where you just kind of keep going with it. It's pretty chill. Now this business stuff, man, it's wild. It's something I've always wanted to do. I had lemonade stands as a kid. I sold pixie sticks at school. Um,
Mm.
I've flipped Patriots tickets. I've done all that kind of stuff. When you get into your own thing and your name is on the LLC and your name is on the bank account and the credit line, and like it's like fuck. It's like you feel alone.
Yeah.
Sometimes you
Yeah.
feel
Yeah.
like I have all these people that I'm connected to, these networked opportunities, blind knowledge. Everyone's so great, but sometimes I feel like so alone, dude.
Yes, I feel you, man. I feel you.
It's
I
crazy.
think it would make sense to for any entrepreneur to bring in more intentional loneliness and intentional loneliness. What the fuck? Intentional boredom? No, intentional laziness.
Intentional
There you go.
laziness. Yeah, I
Yes.
love that.
Be
I want that on a
be
bumper sticker.
be bored every now and then. Be intentionally lazy. Like put laziness in your damn schedule and then do that for like a couple of months and then check. the measured productivity, whether that's money, income, I don't know, whatever the hell it is, products sold, products produced, whatever, and
Yeah.
then compare it to where you had no time off.
Well, I'm learning
And
what
I promise
happens.
you,
Yeah.
you're going to be so surprised that the productivity is the same.
The
The
thing, or
same.
it's actually, it's probably not
Or
even the
better.
same.
Or
Yeah,
better.
it's probably better because I'm learning that like you go and you go and you're doing your thing and things are good, and eventually things kind of not so good. You
Yeah.
make a mistake, or
Mm,
you're just kind of your mood changes because things are getting very stressful. Your body is getting tight.
yeah.
You're not really on point like you were. Like that's when I realized, okay, I gotta stretch. I gotta go to the beach. I gotta go for a ride. I gotta go scream in my car with the windows up. Or I gotta call my mom or like something. Just I gotta switch it up, basically.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'll take my guitar and jam out, or just switch it up because it's not like I'm roofing. It's not like I'm doing physical activity but sitting sedentary at computers, it's a trip. Like my back does not like it and I need to keep moving around physically.
Hmm.
You know what I
It and
mean?
it also, but it does it drains a lot of energy out of you, because if you do,
Yeah.
let's say you're just sitting and thinking about nothing, but then you are doing some actual work, maybe you're writing an exam or something like that, you're gonna get
Anything.
hungry doing the mental work quicker than if you're just sitting. And physically, you're doing the same thing. You're sitting.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
it's wild. It's almost like when you're sitting sedentary, energy gets stuck in me. I feel like
Hmm.
it gets like lactic acid. They say it gets stuck in your back, and um, yeah. So I do these stretches. I do yoga stretches. What I should do is get back into cardio. I'm not 300 pounds anymore, which is good. I'm way under that
Well, that's good.
because I got wicked heavy. Yeah, no, I'm eating better. I'm like I said, I'm always getting outside, and I'm down in Florida, and it's 1,000 degrees. So you go out there, you're sweating off everything, which is great. Um,
Hmm.
but it's when I go, I realize that like even my metabolism is different. Like even
Wow.
like using the bathroom is different. It's like different. It's like not as often. If that I don't want to get gross, but like it's like my body it changes. I don't know if it's
Hmm.
due to the stress. I don't know if
Hmm.
it's. I think it's just me not taking care of myself correctly at that point.
Yep.
and and
Yep.
and not and not even thinking to take care of myself, not even thinking to take
Hmm.
my multivitamin, not even thinking to eat sometimes, to eat like like a real meal, not like a grab and go.
Yeah.
So all those things are important, and if anyone out there is an entrepreneur or is anyone out there is has any similarities with anything that I'm talking about, just I've been where you are, and you probably are where I've been, and you're not alone. Come hang out with us at Blind Knowledge. Join us in the chat. This pretty blonde chick is going to be on. Sorry, it's a joke, but
Oh, okay, okay. She's not pretty. Anyway, this girl is gonna be where?
no, she is hectic. She's gonna be on Blind Knowledge with us, and we're gonna be knocking it um, until the end of time, hopefully, until
Yeah,
we get
decided to join
huge.
a team.
So we have actually, and joining a team's a good thing. I think
It really is, yeah.
we have
Also,
so many topics. Yeah, what's up?
you should just pick some out. It doesn't matter. As a real estate agent, now that I started, I'm really happy I joined the team, because as a real estate agent in this city, I don't think. I mean, it's harder to do it alone than with a team. They give you the knowledge, they give you everything. So it's joining a team is good. Yeah.
I
Mhm.
agree. I used to be a baseball coach. I used to play baseball. I'm big on teams. I've always found that having people around you is better than not.
Yeah.
And especially in this game, there's 3 point something million podcasts out there. If you get
Whoa.
like 2,000 or 3,000 listens, you're in the top 1 or 2%. And um, there's like this margin where it's like most are shit. Most,
That's, yeah, that's
you
the
know,
Pareto distribution. It's like that with everything.
Yeah, and
You know?
I think a lot of it comes in podcasting. I think the way to get ahead or the way to actually stand out is to have good sound quality. First
Yeah.
of all, good sound quality.
Mm.
Number two, have good video quality if you have a video camera. But number three, be organized with your sequences and your show. I don't think that everyone, maybe there are 40 people that want to hear someone diatribe for 2 hours about Star Trek, and that's cool. But I don't think 400 people want to hear that. And for me, like I'm thinking about numbers where it's like I want 4,000. I mean, the Blind Knowledge podcast, we just got 8,000 downloads last month. Knock on wood. I have no idea how the hell that happened, but thank you so much to everyone for that. That's crazy. I had no idea that anyone was even listening. And now it's like, holy shit, I got to really step my game up. But at the same time, it's like it's kind of vindication in a way. It's like, you know what? That's the fuck you to whoever said that I was fake or cocky or whoever said that they were gonna that I was bullshit. Like people send some really rude, nasty messages. Um, and it's like you listen to that shit, it'll take you down. But
What
if
do
you
you
look,
do with those messages? Do you reply at all? Do you ignore? What's your strategy?
um, depends. I usually just ignore.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
I usually just ignore if I really want to know. I usually just ignore, and sometimes I take it to heart, which is the worst thing I can do because fuck them. All I have to listen to myself is God, myself and God. I got to remember that. Um, it's just vindication to see the numbers. It's vindication to see Blind Knowledge still a thing after 2 years after this madness that it's been, because it's been up and down, and we've had so many podcasts come and go, and now it finally feels like we have a lot of good talent. And like, I want to do some things besides this too. Like, I don't want to be doing all of the clerical stuff at the
Yeah,
computer.
exactly, exactly.
So
Yeah,
now it's time
yeah,
for me to figure out how to outsource that, to get an ad salesperson that works on commission, and to like utilize resources like that where I
yeah.
can, maybe we can get a record, maybe some music or a record label opened, or
And
something like
also,
that.
also generate leads. Mean getting like clients who are good. Reaching out to people to appear on. I think that's
Yeah.
something that a lot of people don't understand. A lot of businesses in general, they fail because they
It's a
get it
oh,
in reverse. They think I need to do as much myself, and at a point where I cannot do enough, where I'm totally stretched, like it doesn't work anywhere, I hit the plateau, that's where I'm gonna hire someone. But no, I think the right way to go about it, if you want to actually build a big empire, is hire someone as soon as you can afford them. As soon, even if
yeah.
there's less left for you, hire someone, invest in them, and hire as many people so that you can focus on getting clients, because that's what brings money to every single business, is getting clients, getting leads. That's
Yeah.
what you should focus on, and outsource as much as possible as soon as possible and make it big. Like that's what you do. You make it big. Everything else, outsource it, man.
Yeah, amen. No,
Yeah.
definitely. Definitely.
Yeah.
I'm definitely looking to hire someone for commission based ad sales. I actually have 54 or 55 applications from LinkedIn that I haven't even gone through yet, um, which is on me. That just fell through the cracks because now I'm realizing that I'm not ad sales guy. Like there are things that I'm good at, and there are things that I'm not so good at, and the things that I'm not so great at, I need to outsource quickly
Yep.
so that I
Yep.
can focus on the things like this. Like this, I'm good at. I'm good at conversations. I'm
Yes.
good at doing podcasts, and I'm good at doing interviews, and just kind of coaching this thing along.
And also, you're gonna have more free time, so it's kind of like a
Which
self-fulfilling
would be
prophecy.
amazing. I'm gonna get a hell of a tan. I'm gonna fucking lose 30 pounds. I'm gonna find the love of my life. It's gonna be
Hell yeah.
fantastic. I'm
Hell
gonna
yeah,
eat
dude.
pancakes on the beach. That's all I want to do.
Yeah. Yeah,
Pancakes on the beach. That's
that's a
all.
good. That's a good. I'm doing ayahuasca trip
No way.
in November.
Really?
Yep, I have my interview because you have to have an interview before they interview you. You know, you go on a Zoom
Wow.
call.
Okay.
Yeah, to make sure that you are okay mentally, which I hope I'm gonna pass. You know, or I'm good enough. And then if you know, because they ask you, do you take any medication, antidepressants? Are you bipolar? You know, do you have anyone in your family who might be? Because those are all risks, right? So
Yeah,
if
because
you
that shit'll.
pass,
Yeah.
that shit'll, yeah, dude. And if you pass, then they take you on board, and I already applied. So I have my interview in 8 days, 15 September, and then in November I'm going to Peru.
Nice. So
Yeah,
that's where it's happening in Peru.
yeah, that's where I'm gonna drink it.
Wow, and that's South America, right?
Yes,
Peru's in South America. Yeah.
yes.
Hello. Yeah, no, I've heard all about that. The girl that I'm dating right now, actually, she wants to do that too.
Oh,
I don't.
okay, okay,
Yeah, I.
okay.
It's funny that
What's
you
the
bring that
reason?
up.
Like, what
I
does she
don't
want to learn about
know.
herself?
I don't know. I'm gonna have to ask her.
Ask her.
I'll have to ask her that. I don't know if I would want to do it at this point. I've tripped and I've done the acid thing and I've done the mushrooms thing and I don't know if I want to go that route right now in my life. I don't feel like I'm in that kind of headspace. I'm in more of a left brain kind of
Hmm.
area. Well, I mean, what makes you want to do it?
Maybe I just want to know myself better. I don't know. You know,
Yeah.
I've been tripping on mushrooms now for a while.
Okay.
I take them, those Amazons, you know. The last time I took them, I was chased by a giant cauliflower.
Hello.
But you know, it helps because you
Those Ecuadorians will sneak up on you.
you know something, you get to know something about yourself that you didn't know. And a lot of people learn that they have guilt, and I don't know. It's you a lot of times you forgive yourself for some things. And I think that it would be easier for you to let go of that control, you know, of need for having control, and that everything depends upon you, and to
I would
give it to the
love that.
universe.
I
I think it would be great.
shit. Maybe it would be great. Now that I think about it, have you ever had a bad trip?
Yes. Yeah, I had a bad trip.
And you're okay with that in your life, and you still want to go ahead with this?
You can still learn a lot from a bad trip, you know.
Oh yeah.
Long
Yes.
term, a bad trip can be healthier for you than having a good trip.
I learned that there are certain people in my life that I shouldn't be around anymore from a bad
Yeah.
trip
Yeah.
because I was tripping and I didn't feel like anyone around me was there for me.
Yeah. You
That
know,
was a scary. Yeah.
psychedelics are intuition on steroids, basically.
Yeah, I do like some psychedelics. Maybe I will look into it. How much does that, if you don't mind me asking, like how much does that go for? Like, do you have to throw down like a few grand to get to Peru and do the
More like
thing? Or
5 grand,
5 grand?
because I took the 2 week. Yeah.
Okay. Oh, so it's like a vacation. So you have a place to stay.
But yeah, you have a place to stay, you
Okay.
know, and you
And do
have
they oversee
to.
you?
Yeah, of course,
They
of
watch
course.
you.
Yeah,
Okay, so that's
they have to watch you. Those shamans. Yeah. You
I
get a
didn't know that.
diet. You
Okay.
don't eat meat for 2 weeks before, because you have to prepare. You know, you have to clean up your body. You're probably gonna be vomiting a lot.
I heard that. I heard you vomit
Yeah,
right away.
yeah. So it's not fun. Okay, it's not fun, um, but it's worth it. One session with psychedelics is like 30 years of psychotherapy.
You got to come back on here and tell us about it when you do it.
Oh yeah, I definitely will.
That
And you
is
know that
that is
bad trip,
awesome.
the bad trip I had. I thought it was gonna be a good trip. You know, I planned on it, and I went for a walk around the forest, and something told me it's as if the shrooms basically dragged me back into the apartment, saying, "Okay, today it's time for therapy. Like, we're not doing anything else today." And I lay down on my couch, and I saw my younger self, like me, maybe a 2-year-old girl, come to me, you know, and I told her, look, I forgive you for everything you did. I'm sorry, you are innocent, whatever the fuck, and I know that I'm gonna see her when I die again. Like she's gonna come to me again as I die. And
Wow.
that happens to a lot of people because when you die, you mentally you become a lot younger, like 2 years old. That's why you hear a lot of people in when they are dying or right before they call for their mother. Like have you ever walked through the hospital and it's like saw someone dying? Because a lot of times they're like,
Um,
mom, mom. That's what they're saying.
I've had instances where I had family members in hospice that were
Hmm.
dying in the other room, in the house. I've heard the wailing of death.
Yeah.
Um, I have heard yeah, I've heard it, and I don't understand it. I don't get it. It's, I don't, yeah, it bugs me out even thinking about it now. Wow.
Right. A lot of times there's the word mother involved.
Oh,
Your
yeah,
like your
yeah.
speech is a speech of a 1 year old, maybe 2 year old.
So we go back to when we were that.
Yes.
Wow.
Mhm. That's the near death experience, right? You can get that with DMT as well.
So it's almost like all of this shit doesn't even matter in the end.
And that's what you get with psychedelics, and you go, well, it's easier throughout the day with all the shit, all the work and everything. It's easier when it doesn't matter, but I'm gonna get it done anyway, and I'm gonna do it good. But when I need my rest, fuck it.
Yeah, it's like you said at the beginning of this. It's the universe thing.
Yeah.
It's you can only go so hard, so fast. So we can only we're only in charge of our own destinies to a point, I
Yeah,
guess.
it's like you're in a movie and you're playing your part. You cannot do another character. That's on them. No.
Yeah, and sometimes you gotta sleep too, which is important.
Yeah, and that. Yep.
Sleep, all that stuff. I love sleep, by the way.
Man, I love sleeping too. I try to squeeze in like 8 hours
Oh,
at least every single day.
I like to make it very cold in here. Not cold, cold, but just very chill. Just like
Yeah,
under the
dude.
blanket, like
Yeah.
darkness. Just see you later. See you
Yeah,
later.
man. And during the winter, that's special during the winter.
I miss the winter sometimes. Now I'm in Florida. We don't really have much of a winter.
Oh no, you guys don't have winter at all.
No, but I grew up near Boston up north, and I mean, I shoveled snow and shit. We grew up in the
Oh
snow.
wow.
I kind
Okay.
of I kind of miss it. I might
Yeah.
kind of thinking about going back up there someday. We'll see.
Intentional laziness episodes are a lot more fun during winter.
Oh yeah, I can
Mm.
imagine. Yeah, because it's much more chill in
Dude.
the winter. Like
Yeah.
everything's slower. You just you gotta stay warm. Um, yeah, and then there's that sound of winter.
Yeah, 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 I know what you
You
mean.
know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like when it's
Yeah.
just snowed or when it's
Yeah.
snowing and it's
Yeah.
quiet.
Exactly.
It's like very, very quiet. You get the smell of the snow, and like it's calm. It's just this unbelievable calm that comes
Yeah.
out of nowhere.
Yeah.
I love it. Man, if it wasn't so expensive to live up there right now, I'd probably move up there. But maybe soon. We'll see.
Maybe soon. Hey.
Have you ever been to the United States of America?
Oh yeah, I've been to New York, been to Los Angeles, and I've been to Vegas. Vegas. Actually, I was almost
Really?
wouldn't necessarily say kidnapped, but
God, what?
I've been to scary places. Vegas is the scariest of all to me.
Vegas is a cool ass place. And then how the hell
I
what happened?
I had my fun, trust me.
I think you might have told me this.
I booked like through booking. I booked my hotel room. Turns out you cannot pay cash. You have to pay with credit card. I didn't know. I only brought cash, right? So as I arrived there, it was like 2 a.m., something like that. So they wouldn't let me in. They wouldn't let me in the room. And I had no credit card because they have to, take your credit card information or whatever. So I walked out of the hotel, right, at 2 a.m. And my dumbass went to North Las Vegas. Now, North Las Vegas is a no no.
Right.
So immediately, because I travel a lot and I know when things are serious, so I had that feeling like this something just isn't right. Like I
Your
shouldn't be
intuition's
here.
strong. Okay.
Yeah,
Mine is
tourist.
too.
I have my big, carry-on luggage, and I'm carrying it throughout
Was it?
fucking North Las Vegas at 2 a.m.
Were you alone?
Yeah, I'm always alone.
How tall are you?
I don't give a fuck. I'm 5'7".
You're 5'7",
Yep.
skinny blonde chick.
Yeah, dude.
Fucking North Vegas at 2 a.m. Cash only.
Yeah.
And luggage. Okay.
Maybe
Where's this going?
but maybe some people like wanted to kind of like do something to me, but they were like, this is just too sketchy. Like, no, this is an undercover cop. Like, no one could be that
She's
stupid.
carrying a Magnum. Yeah.
Yeah, but and I passed a few blocks, and I went to a few motels, and then some people approached me or whatever, and then one person approached me for the third time, I think, and he said, look, for the third time, do you need any help? And at that point I'm like, yeah, I need some fucking help, like, where can I stay? And he was like, look, I'm just gonna grab my girlfriend. Let's go to this place. I have, there's a house that my family lives in. There's a fridge and everything. And I'm like, okay, let's do it. Then I can, and I'm like, okay, I'll follow you. And then as that happens, the owner of the Veterans Village, guys, please donate to Veterans Village. He came out and he said, ma'am, don't go with him. And I said, okay. And I went to that owner. He went away, and he said, come here, I'll let you stay for a couple of nights, and I don't even think I paid him any cash or anything. And then I asked him, okay, what would happen to me if I went with that guy? Because he said he knows him, and he said, you don't want to know, but you wouldn't leave Vegas ever. And that's how they recruit these street hookers,
That's you
basically like, if you let a child go in Vegas, there is a 90% chance and that in the first 48 hours he or she is going to be recruited into some street life,
either
whether that's slavery, escorting, prostituting, whatever.
Or even just the trade. That there's a whole trade.
The trade, yeah, absolutely.
Fuck that.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Fuck that. Carry a weapon.
Carry a weapon, yeah.
And for you, it was an angel on your shoulder. I mean, shit.
Definitely, yeah. That was the universe.
How much cash did you have on you? Just out of curiosity.
I didn't have a lot. A couple of grand, maybe, something like that.
Yeah, it's not. I mean, it's cash, but it's not live or die.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So it's it is what it is. I probably wouldn't be here if that guy didn't come out of Veterans Village. No, I know for a fact that I wouldn't be here. That's for sure. So the next time I go to Vegas, I'm gonna go there and donate like a lot of money.
If you're going, I'm going for sure.
Oh yeah, I'll let you know. Okay, but but we'll have to we won't spend a lot of time together because I don't like spending time with people. We can meet for lunch and stuff. Like, we can party together, but mostly I'm just going to be on my own, just letting you know.
That's fair. You do your thing, man. You do your thing. And I get a call every 2 or 3 weeks from this travel agency that wants me to come to Vegas. And they're like, oh, we'll give you this, that, and the other thing. And
yeah, man, go.
I stayed at the Paris once. It's really nice. There's a lot of places like on the strip that are not that expensive and that are good places to be.
Yeah.
For me, I just want to play blackjack and just see some strippers and maybe, I don't know, just hang.
Yeah. Actually, I planned on hiring a fucking male escort.
Oh,
just for the time being,
gigolo?
Yeah. Why not, as a companionship?
That's awesome.
Yeah, and you're paying him. So if you say, hey, that's enough, go away, then you can just give him money and he's going to go away,
Yeah. Yeah,
And
yeah,
not
yeah.
just to like sleep with him, but like, a companionship, like a really good looking guy, I could probably get someone for free, obviously, but
I've thought about doing the exact same thing just with a
but
woman.
I
Yeah.
saw one online. He is so hot. I want to have this guy. I swear to God, man. I swear to God, I want to have that guy.
You're gonna have to make that happen.
Yeah, I definitely will.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Do you play any instruments?
None.
No,
Do
no
you?
instruments. Yeah, I play guitar. Play guitar. I play bass. Play. I can play the drums a little bit, and I play hand drums like djembes.
Oh, nice. That's
Yep.
good.
Yeah, I can, and
Interesting.
I do some recording here and there. I'm starting to get back into it. It's pretty cool. I got the
See,
bug.
those hobbies, that's what you should have the intentional laziness episode on.
Yeah,
Take a day off and do all the hobbies that you want to do,
I think I'll do
that
that
day.
this weekend.
Do it, man. Do it. I'm super encouraging you to do it.
I'm gonna write a song about your Vegas trip.
Oh, shit.
We're gonna have to put some wah-wah in that or something.
Gosh.
Let me ask you this: 5 bands that you like to listen to, just so we can get to know your music stuff. What are 5 bands?
Salt and pepper. Do you
Get
remember
the
those?
fuck out of here! Really?
Salt and pepper, yeah.
All right, great one.
Yeah. I like the one. What a man, what a man, what a man, what a
What a
mighty
mighty
good.
good
You know that one?
man.
Yeah.
It's a mighty good man. Yeah.
But after that, I don't even know. I don't even know. No.
No. Okay.
No. I mean, I can give you some singer names or some rappers, but bands, I don't even
Or
know.
bands, yeah, singers, rappers, music, just anyone you'd like to listen to. So
I'm a
five.
I'm a big fan of Eminem.
Eminem. Brain
Yeah.
damage.
Um, yeah, Michael Jackson was really good. Tina Turner was good. Actually, listen to some Tina Turner interviews and see the level of calmness in her voice. I think that just listening to
Really?
her is going to calm you down a lot. Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll check it out.
Yeah. Check her out. I mean, check out the interview. Forget the music. Just check out the interview.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, for me, music chills me out. It's a whole different vibe. When I play, my energy goes into that guitar and into that music, and people have always told me that it's like this, it's a different me. It's weird.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, like it's not business mode, Joe. It's like very in tune, very chill, very eclectic, very like here's all of my energy. All right, here it's like healing almost.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mhm.
That's, I'm also like that. I have one personalities with different aspects. Because as a person, I'm pretty hardcore. Okay. I love to,
Awesome.
I train a lot and my trainings are brutal. They're brutal.
Like exercise trainings?
Like exercise, like sprinting uphill as much as possible for as long as possible. Like
Really?
fighting with no gear. Yeah. Fuck yeah, dude. I've had actually,
Okay.
yeah. But I think it's like that also with a lot of good athletes. Like if you look at Mike Tyson, for example, the
Yeah.
outside of the gym, those are very calm people. And I'm like that as well.
But you get all that out of you by running out and
Exactly.
fighting
Yeah,
and going.
exactly. Yeah. And you're
I feel
focused
you
on
there.
that thing.
I used to run 4 or 5 miles every 3 days. I used to like
Nice.
I got to get that back into me. Like I used to lift. I still can if I wanted to. Like I'm a wide dude. Like I still have my big shoulders. I still have my biceps, which is pretty damn cool. Um,
There you go.
yeah, and I can still go over there and throw a baseball or throw a football. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
I can go do that. Um, but yeah, I do miss it. I do miss it. How do you find the time?
I take it.
You just
Because
put it in there.
if you look for it, it's never gonna be there. I have no, you have to take it. Fuck
Yeah,
it.
that makes sense.
Yeah. You have to battle it out, you have to negotiate, right?
That makes
So
sense.
how are you like socially?
I'm a butterfly.
Oh, you are? Okay. I could
Yeah,
use some of that.
I'm pretty good socially. Yeah, if actually down here, I'm so on my own. I say hello to everyone. to the point where people probably think I'm pretty fucking weird.
Yeah, see, I
I
should
think
start
half
doing
people
that.
think
It's
that's
interesting.
weird, and I think half people say hello back. It's
Oh,
like a
okay.
50-50 thing because that's just how society and culture is right now. And for me, I'd rather say hello to someone I'm walking by than be the awkward, weird guy because then there's like a negative thing. There's a negative vibe if you do that. But for me, it's, the hardest thing for me right now is to go up to a beautiful woman. It still takes me a minute to like get my bearings together and be like, all right, stop thinking, start doing, go do the damn thing and see what
Hmm.
happens. And yeah, I'm pretty good with that too. You'd be surprised. My anxiety really is a lot at ease when I'm not doing this stuff. I'm very chill.
Hmm. Hmm. That's interesting. See, I've never had a problem walking up to a guy and approaching him.
No,
No, because
oh,
I have
because
this.
you'd probably split them in half.
Nah, I have this
Shit.
mindset of like not giving a fuck. You know.
Yeah.
Also, it's a numbers game. You know, like if you, even as a woman, I think if you approach 10 good-looking guys, like one of them is gonna say yes. You know.
Are you more inclined to go up to them and approach them and like hit on them, or do you wait for guys to hit on you?
If I really, really like him, I'm gonna go and approach. Because if you just wait, then you don't have, like, if you approach, you have control who you're gonna talk to. As you just wait and you're passive, then people come to you who like you, but necessarily you don't like them, right?
Sure,
So yeah,
absolutely.
yeah,
Yeah, and then it becomes an overthinking game.
yeah, exactly, yeah, yeah. So
That's
I don't know.
interesting.
Yeah. But yeah, I need to work on social skills, honestly, because like some things are, I don't know. I'm not good with people. I never really was. I'm good
There.
at manipulating people, though.
All right, I'm gonna write that one down just so I remember that one. Manipulation is a strong, is a strong asset. I try not to do that anymore in my life because it's can be so fucking easy. Um,
Yes, exactly. Yeah,
yeah, that's the devil. Yeah,
that is the devil. Yeah. It also
but
comes back, karma and
it
shit.
does. See
Yeah,
that exactly.
yeah,
Yes, that's
yeah.
why that's like the wrong road. But for me, like, yeah, being social is really important. Um,
It is important. You live longer if you're social. Those blue zones that they have, like blue zones are, blue zones?
no, no.
Those are places on Earth where people on average live a lot longer than the rest of the world.
Oh,
And they realize they have some commonalities, the common practices that these people do. And it's not necessarily, working out and sleeping well and stuff, but I mean that too, but also they socialize a lot. They eat together, you know,
all right. Hold
with
on.
the family and stuff.
I want to pull this up because this actually is. I've now this is blowing my mind. Uh oh. And there goes my computer. Can you still see me?
Yeah. See,
All
there
right.
you go. Live better, live longer.
Here we go.
Yeah, that's the blue zones. What is? Yeah, blue zones. There you go. See,
Yeah.
Costa Rica, I think Sicilia or something like that. Hmm.
Interesting.
Yeah, yeah,
I'll definitely take a look at that. Um, I think everyone else should too, I guess. I had no idea.
yeah. And they have very common practices, a lot of commonalities that these
Hmm.
places all around the world have, that people live the longest.
Yeah, I mean, they say that the average length of being alive has gone down.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't know if that's just in the U.S. or if that's worldwide, but it
It's slowly declining.
doesn't seem like a very good thing, obviously.
No, no,
And it doesn't
no.
it, like you would think at this point in our we're in 2023, like we should be way ahead of the game. Like we should be making sure like we have a cancer test every year
Yeah.
or like
Yeah, but
checking
it's
all the levels of everything every
right.
year.
Like, not to get too conspiratorial, but who does that help? Like nobody. I mean, out of the corporations who of course sell
Yeah,
these
fuck the
products, you
corporations.
know.
That helps me. It helps you. That helps,
Yeah,
my
yeah. It's not in the best interest of big pharma, let's put it that way,
yeah,
for you to be healthy.
and that's a good point. And big
Yeah.
pharma, the 1.5 trillion dollar big pharma, you know, conglomerate, I guess is the word, or just like I don't know what you call it. It's just
Yeah.
overkill. This is pill nation.
It's-
It has been for a long time.
yeah.
Everyone's on something, and some people have to be, and some people just are, and they just give you this for that and that for this, and it's like, okay, maybe I should just eat an orange, you know?
Maybe you should take a walk, you
Maybe
know?
just take a walk. Yeah, right?
How about calming the fuck down and take a walk and eat with your family? How about that?
How about
Instead of
that?
taking a pill, huh? Wouldn't that be something?
Wouldn't that be something? Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. But no,
Uh,
you have to take a pill so you can continue working to make money, you know?
Well, you got to take a pill because you got heartburn. You got heartburn because you're sitting down too much. You're sitting down too
Yeah.
much because you're overworked.
Yep.
You know, it's like there's an escalation to it, and it's like you would
Mhm.
think at 37 I would have figured that out, and most people are probably in the same boat. I would think other adults too that kind of just fall into their own lives.
Yeah. And the quicker you
Um,
realize, the better for you, you know, because some people spend it like till 80
it's
being
almost
in
like kids get it quicker than we do.
oh yeah, definitely.
You
And
know,
people spend till 80 being in this rat race. And then at 80, you're like, oh, I can finally relax. Yeah, but you only got like a couple of years, buddy. You know, you can relax for a couple of years. Yeah. And
but
even
yeah,
then you're gonna have health problems because you've been sitting all your life,
and
you know?
that gets back to being an entrepreneur and doing something out of the ordinary and doing something you love. It's like I don't want to have to retire at 75.
Exactly.
Pray
Yeah,
that I have enough
exactly.
money for fucking
Yeah.
breakfast, and then
Yeah.
and then
Yeah.
what? What do I do? I just die
Then
in
what?
5 years?
Yeah. Yeah.
It's like, what did I do with my life? You know?
Man, we're having dark topics on this episode today.
It is dark.
But
There is some
hey, it
darkness,
was
but
useful. It was useful.
where there is darkness, there shall be light. Because
There you go.
we had to get through the depths of the darkness to get up to the light, and that's where we are at. My name is Joey B. That over there is Captain Ease. Yo, Captain Ease, where the hell do we find you anyway?
Okay, so you can find me on all social platforms, which means only Instagram and Facebook. But there's
Okay.
probably others. I'm gonna expand to others, and then YouTube,
And I'm gonna help you do
Japanese.
that too.
There you go, and then Spotify. And I decided to grow this fucking podcast now. I've
Fuck
been
yeah.
doing it, off and on a little bit, but I really like it, so I'm gonna do it.
You should. It's edgy. It's good material. The girl brings it. She really does, and she's going to bring it over to Blind Knowledge. My name is Joey B. That's me. I kind of run the show over at Blind Knowledge, and I do my show, the Blind Knowledge Podcast. Congratulations to everyone out there who helped me get to 8,000 downloads. Later on today, actually at 2 p.m., I do have an interview with a doctor, I should say, who came up with this really cool technology. So definitely join us for that. And I think we have overstayed our welcome. I don't know what you're thinking, but I'm thinking I'm gonna go for a walk. I don't
Hell yeah,
know.
dude.
Is that cool?
Yeah, do it.
All right.
Good.
Well, I'm gonna take my. This is the most mellow music. Hey, everybody, we are out of here. Thanks for watching the stream. We'll see you.